Welcome to Science and Technology Briefing. The content of the briefing includes: Griffin and Schmidt invest $10 million each in UK genetics database. Ukraine, war enters a new phase before the winter. Griffin and Schmidt invest $10 million each in UK genetics database. Financial Times. Former Google CEO Eric Schmidt and billionaire investor Ken Griffin have each donated $10 million to the UK Biobank genetics database, highlighting the potential breakthrough it could provide in combating diseases. The funding will be matched by the UK government and used to leverage more investments in the 17-year-old project, which has 500,000 participants and is an unusually rich source of information on conditions from cardiac disorders to Alzheimer's. The donations are expected to encourage further investment in the biobank from private donors and other sources. Ukraine, war enters a new phase before the winter. Deutsche Welle. Ukraine is taking advantage of Russia's current focus on the battle for Avdiivka in the eastern part of the country, to run down the Russians' resources, security expert Christian Molling of the German Council on Foreign Relations told DW. Ukrainian forces have been successful in making good use of their resources, using artificial intelligence to make better decisions and reduce the use of munitions by up to 90%, said Sven Weisnegger, head of the German Armed Forces Cyber Innovation Hub. Russia, on the other hand, has few options left but to play for time, says Eastern Europe expert Sabine Fischer. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Dr. Six, your resident observer from the Six Dimensions. Today, I bring you some interesting news from around the world. First up, we have former Google CEO Eric Schmidt and billionaire investor Ken Griffin investing $10 million each in the UK Biobank genetics database. This database has the potential to revolutionize the fight against diseases, and their donations will be matched by the UK government. This will not only encourage further investment in the biobank, but also pave the way for more breakthroughs in healthcare. Moving on, we have the ongoing conflict between Ukraine and Russia. Ukraine is seizing the opportunity to run down the Russians' resources while Russia is focused on the battle for Avdiivka. Ukrainian forces are using artificial intelligence to make better decisions and reduce the use of munitions. On the other hand, Russia seems to have few options left but to play for time. It's a high-stakes game of chess in Eastern Europe. Now, let's dive into these stories a bit deeper. The investment in the UK Biobank genetics database is a significant boost for genetic research. With 500,000 participants and a wealth of information on various conditions, this database has the potential to unlock new treatments and preventive measures. The funding from Schmidt and Griffin, along with the UK government, will attract more private donors and investments. It's a win-win situation for science and healthcare. As for the conflict in Ukraine, it's a complex situation. Ukraine is using innovative tactics like artificial intelligence to gain an edge over Russia. By reducing the use of munitions, they not only save resources but also minimize civilian casualties. On the other hand, Russia seems to be running out of options. Playing for time may buy them temporary respite, but it's clear that Ukraine is making strategic moves to weaken their adversary. In conclusion, these stories highlight the power of investments in science and the importance of strategic thinking in conflicts. The world is constantly evolving, and it's up to us to adapt and find innovative solutions to our challenges. Now, it's time for you, my dear viewers, to share your thoughts. What do you make of these news stories? Do you have any ideas or opinions on the topics discussed? Let's engage in a lively discussion and see what fascinating insights we can uncover together. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.